I think we are live. Man, oh man, gotta give credit to WWE for last night's Friday Night Smackdown, man. Credit, man. Last night's Smackdown was a good show. It was a good show, man. I think tonight's Smackdown definitely delivered. My thoughts on the show, the beginning and the end of the show was good. The ending was good, the beginning was good, but the middle of the show was fucking terrible. I was hoping we would get something like Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens in a qualifying match last night on SmackDown, but instead we got Seth Rollins versus Otis. I wonder what y'all thought of Seth Rollins versus Otis. I wonder what some of y'all thought of that. I really do. I thought it was disappointing to me. So let's go over all the matches we got on the show. So we got Sasha Banks, or actually let's go over what happened on the show. We got Sasha Banks retaining her SmackDown Women's Championship in her first title defense on the main fucking roster. And then we got King Corbin winning. We got King Corbin winning his match. Thanks to qualifying for the Survivor Series team, for the SmackDown Women's Survivor Series team. That's what I'm trying to say. And we got Seth Rollins qualifying for himself, the big dog, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman, the advocate of Roman Reigns. So we got all that to go over on the show today. Plus, I'm going to be dropping two special Ingram Wrestling News videos today. And I'm going to be dropping some Ingram Wrestling News videos next Monday as well, including one on what to expect on next Monday's Monday Night Raw, or should I say, on Monday's Monday Night Raw. You'll see what it is. But I am dropping two Ingram Wrestling News videos today. That's all you need to know right now in the meantime, folks. So, be sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Of course, I currently have 109 subscribers right now. Please show your love and support for me and my channel, folks. I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Please hit that fucking subscribe button. I need 1,000 subscribers. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please. I need you to hit that like, subscribe button. So, and once my two Ingram Wrestling News videos that I'm dropping, once they get uploaded to YouTube, be sure you hit the thumbs up on both of those as well. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with the review here. To those of you who voted on the poll that you wanted me to do my review last night, I'm sorry. I couldn't. I didn't want to go live for my review tonight. I felt kind of lazy. Plus, I was tired. I was sleepy. I needed to get rest. I felt like I was going to pass out. I felt like I was going to fall asleep. So I had to do it. I had to go live with my SmackDown review today. I decided to do it today and not yesterday. But like I said, I was sleeping yesterday, man. I had to go live with my SmackDown review today. Maybe the reason why some of you voted tonight is because last night is because you probably got stuff to do today. But I'm sure that isn't going to stop me from getting viewers and getting likes on here. As you all know, Biden has officially won the election. But folks, from the beginning, this whole time, I never even gave a fuck about who won the election. Who cares about who wins the election? I just want America to be safe. That's all I fucking want. If America is not going to be safe, then I have a lot of reasons to be concerned. Especially when I got family. You never know, our families could be associated with gangs and stuff, you know what I mean? Shit like that, you know? Crime, violence, racism. Everything matters. That's why I say people need to stop doing bad things and start caring and worried about the good things. And not the bad things. People get worried about the bad things, they get stressed out. You cannot let the bad things get to your mind, you know? And that's, and you know, it's too many, it's so much people that don't listen, man. It's a lot of people, they don't listen, they're fucked up in their heads, they got screw in their heads, you know. They're meth heads. Some of them are fucking meth heads. Absolutely meth heads. Some of them are. You can't tell them anything. You tell them something, they don't listen. Just like fucking Bruce and Vince McMahon. You tell them to write these shows right, they're not gonna fucking do it. Man, oh man, I pray to God that Bruce and Vince McMahon gets fired by the end of this year or next year, man. Because I swear, I think I am going to explode and erupt like a volcano if I find out that Vince McMahon and Bruce are still not getting fired yet. And if I find out that fans are not signing a petition to get them fired, I'm still going to be fucking pissed. Man, oh man, today feels like, I don't know about some of you, but today feels like Friday to me. You know, it kind of feels like Friday, but it kind of feels like Monday too at the same time. And today feels weird. I don't know why, it just feels so weird today. It really does. It really fucking does. Oh, by the way, WWE still has big plans for Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. They still have big plans for them. And let's see, what else? That's not all. There was news on why Big E didn't show up last Friday night on SmackDown. There was news on that. And there was also news on why Retribution jumped Tucker. There was news on that. Heard. I don't know. I haven't got the news on that yet. So why would I want to deliver the news on that when I haven't got news on it yet? Oh! Most important, man, you are going to be fucking shocked about the SmackDown viewership. You are going to be shocked about the viewership, man. I got news on that. So Vince McMahon absent from WWE Smackdown this week. Can you all believe that? I got news on that too. There's news on that as well. And let's see, what else do I got news on? What else do I got news on? Nothing else. So I don't think I got news on the SmackDown is Vince McMahon absent from SmackDown, and there was news on Backstage with Sheamus. I'm not going to explain that one. I'm not even going to go over that. And I got news on the viewership. All the news I got, man. That's all the news I got, man. The SmackDown news. It's all SmackDown news and rumors, man. That's all I got. So, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the review anyway, man. So, this week's SmackDown Live opens up with the boss, Sasha Banks, making her way to the ring. We see a video package of her rivalry with Bayley today. I think booking this match to kick off Friday Night SmackDown was a great idea by WWE. Once again, I think the SmackDown viewership was all thanks to Triple H's big influence. I'm not gonna spoil you on the SmackDown viewership. I'll just say it at the end. I'm not going to say it right now. because I actually want to surprise some of you. SmackDown tonight, once again, I think was Triple H's, was all thanks to Triple H's big influence. Vince McMahon wasn't there. I think Triple H was there, though. But we got Sasha Banks making her way to the ring. See a video package of a rivalry with Bayley. And then we get the SmackDown Women's Championship to start off Friday Night SmackDown, which I thought was a great match to start off SmackDown. So, here's what went down with this match between Bayley and Sasha Banks, folks. So, this huge match gets underway. And guess what? They lock up with Bayley forcing her to the corner. They break apart and Bayley shoves her, so Sasha punches her and takes Bayley down. Sasha takes her down again, but Bayley rolls out to get away. So then it goes on commercial break, goes on the first commercial break of last night's SmackDown. And then back light, and Banks slides under the bottom rope and yanks Bayley's foot, so she hits the apron. Banks gets Bayley back inside for double knees in the corner in a 2 count. Bayley rolls to the apron and Sasha looks to hit double knees against the post, but Bayley kicks her up into the air and Banks lands hard. Bayley gets her back inside for 2. Bayley chokes Sasha on the middle rope before taking a sleeper hold. So then Banks rallies and slams Bayley into the buckles with both legs. Then hits double knees again. Bayley catches Sasha with a clothesline for a 2 count. Bayley hits a Meteora off the middle rope. Then a crossbody off the apron. Now y'all notice she hit a crossbody off the apron, right? To Bayley on the floor. That's what she did. So we go commercial break again. We return to find them brawling in the middle rope. And man, oh my God, this match was starting off great, man. There was nothing bad in this match. There was no bad ending to this match either. Not to mention, this match, in my opinion, Bayley and Sasha Banks were one of the best things on the show tonight. I think this match was one of the best things on the show tonight. In my full opinion. This right here. Best things on the show, man. Best things in all WWE. Period. So they return to find them brawling in the middle rope. I think I've already said that. But whatever, I'm still going to read it. We return to find them brawling on the middle rope. Sasha slides down to try and powerbomb Bayley on the floor, but she counters with a Hurricane Rana onto the announce table. Back inside the ring, Banks slams Bayley into the buckles and hits double knees again. While Bayley hanging on the apron, Sasha stands off the steps for an elbow drop. You hear that? Here's the elbow drop. So once she did that, Banks hits a 5-star frog splash off the top rope for a near fall. That was a good one. They trade finisher attempts, and Banks almost gets the bank statement, but Bayley knocks her from the ring and into the barricade. Bayley grabs a kendo stick and distracts the referee before grabbing a chair, but Sasha tosses it into the crowd. Guess what happens next? Bayley hits Sasha with the bank statement. Then the Bayley to Bayley for a near fall. I was surprised to see her hit that, given that Bayley is a heel. Why was she hitting a Bayley when she's a heel? I thought she was going to hit her new finisher that she used to have, that they gave her. So Bayley goes up top and hits an elbow drop for another near fall. Bayley hits a running knee and a back suplex for a 2 count. Bayley applies the bank statement submission, but Sasha counters with a roll up for a 2 count. They roll to the apron, and Banks avoids an incoming Bayley, so she hits the ring post. Banks gets her inside the ring and applies the bank statement for the win. And just like that, folks, Just like that, Sasha Banks retains her SmackDown Women's Championship. So as Sasha Banks is one of my favorite female talents on the SmackDown Women's roster. Even Bayley is one of my favorite SmackDown female talents on that roster. As Sasha Banks is making her way to the ramp, she turns around into a super kick from a returning Carmella. Millie is Millie. Stupid darn Carmella. Returning. So she claims that she's untouchable. Returning. So she claims that she's untouchable. So the returning Carmella lifts Sasha and hits a face buster on the stage. Carmella laughs and poses before leaving. Who cares? Really? They're gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do nothing but fucking waste Carmella on TV. I mean, let's be honest. My God. But I don't even want to talk about Carmella. I want to talk about how good this fucking match between Sasha Banks and Bayley was, man. Let's talk about that rather than talk about Carmella, the so-called untouchable. Folks, Sasha Banks versus Bayley, again, was a fantastic SmackDown Women's Championship match. This was Sasha Banks' first title defense. I can't help the fact that the returning Carmella attacked Sasha Banks from behind out of nowhere. So, folks, here's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing this is the beginning of a Sasha Banks and Carmella feud. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know why the fuck we're getting a Sasha Banks and Carmella feud. Who really wants to see that? Are you fucking serious? Give me a goddamn break. You could easily have Ruby Riott turn heel and have her feud with Sasha Banks or something. I mean, goddamn. Who wants to see a Sasha Banks and Carmella feud? Are you fucking goddamn serious with this? Bruce! My God, Bruce, are you fucking serious with this Carmella and Sasha Banks feud bullshit? I hope, I pray to God this fucking feud ends soon. Quickly. Because, my God, Carmella is so fucking awful at what she does in the goddamn ring. Seriously. It is just absolutely egregious. Not kidding, man. I don't know why they were packaging Carmella. All we seeing her do was the same fucking moves that she's done since she was SmackDown Women's Champion. Might as well say ever since she debuted, made her NXT debut. So why are we going with this Sasha Banks and Carmella feud? All Carmella's gonna do in the ring is the same old fucking shit she's been doing. You don't see all these other wrestlers doing the same old shit. I mean, they're doing their same finishers and signatures because that's their signature and finishers. That's what they use. I'm talking about other moves that wrestlers do in the ring. There's a lot of wrestlers that do different moves in the ring. Some of them do the same shit, and Carmella is one of them. One of the superstars that do the same moves in the fucking ring every fucking Friday nights that she's on TV. Seriously. Are you kidding me? Like, who really wants to see Carmella on their TVs? Please, somebody comment. Somebody comment whether you would love to see Carmella on your TV or not. Comment down in the section below if you are going to enjoy this Carmella feud or not. I know I'm not going to enjoy this feud. This feud's going to be absolutely boring, man. They're giving Sasha Banks an opponent she can easily beat. Just like they did with Asuka. Remember when Asuka was given an easy opponent? Her opponent was Lana. Remember that one? Yeah, I feel like they're going to do Sasha Banks the same way they did with Asuka. I feel like they're going to do it. My God, man, I swear, if they do that shit, man, my God, I feel like I'm gonna fucking explode then. Seriously, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I really feel like I'm gonna erupt. I feel like I'm gonna be the Flash from the Marvel comics, man. Seriously, man. My God. Well, I guess we're gonna find out how this fucking so-called Carmella and Sasha Banks feud is gonna be. And I bet it's gonna be a total fucking failure. That's what I think it's gonna be. Something tells me they are dropping. Something tells me they're gonna have Sasha Banks drop the title to Carmella. Something tells me it's gonna happen. I pray to God this don't happen. Please don't let this fucking happen. Please don't let this fucking happen, WWE. You are miserably going to fail, Sasha Banks. You really are. You really are. Bruce! Sasha Banks was doing so good, now she's given a fucking trashy ass opponent that she can easily beat. I don't even, heck, quite frankly, Corey Grace can come on here and listen all the fuck he wants to. I really don't give a fuck if he's listening. Let him listen. I don't give a fuck. You think I fucking give a fuck? Any of you watching, do you think I give a fuck about Corey Grace listening to me calling his wife fucking trash? No, absolutely not. And I damn sure ain't no fucking clown. I'm not stupid. I've watched wrestling ever since I was little. I know what these wrestlers are capable of doing in the ring. I've watched them on TV, so I know. I'm not dumb. Carmella. What? First of all, hold on. Hold that damn thought. First of all, what has Carmella ever do to deserve to deserve a SmackDown Women's title opportunity? What has she ever done to deserve to feud with Sasha Banks? Oh, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait for 20 minutes. I'm gonna sit here and wait for 5 minutes, and I want some of you to comment and tell me what Carmella has ever done to earn a women's title opportunity. What has she ever done to earn this feud with Sasha Banks? I'll wait. I'm going to sit here and wait. I'm really going to sit here and wait. I am. There's going to be some moment of silence in here for about 5 minutes. Because I'm getting ready to make you all laugh. Seriously. I'm getting ready to make you all laugh. I'm not kidding. This is an absolute disgrace, man, to some of these female talents that work their butts off to give us their best performance in the ring, man, in their entire careers. Why is Carmella getting yet another opportunity? So basically, if you're putting Carmella in a feud with Sasha Banks, basically that's telling me she is getting another SmackDown Women's title opportunity. That's what that's telling us. Bruce, we are not stupid. We got you figured out. Mr. Dickhead. We got you figured out. We really do. Whoopity-doo. He's probably laughing. Knowing him, he's probably sitting in Vince McMahon's office laughing. Fucking dummy. But seriously though, to be on the serious side, man, folks, what has Carmella ever done to be put in the feud with Sasha Banks? What has she ever done to earn a SmackDown Women's title? Oh, I'll tell you right now. Nothing! Nothing! She's done nothing. Absolutely nothing. None whatsoever. So, why are you putting Sasha Banks in a feud with Carmella? This is going to be the first feud that's going to be one of those failures, man. You seeing how they done? Okay, so you're seeing how they're doing Lana. You know she's been put through a table for the 7 week in a row. Something tells me, man, the area are going to completely fail this Carmella and Sasha Banks feud. I'm serious. Dude, I just got a bad feeling about this, man. I got a bad feeling that Eva Marie is going to be involved in this feud. The way Carmella's attire looks, man, something tells me Carmella is aligning herself with the returning Eva Marie. Oh my God. I pray to God that this feud ends quickly. I really hope they scrap this angle. I do. Please, please, please don't let this be a feud. Please, please. Somebody, please tell me why this feud's happening. Seriously, I'm moving on. What's worse, man, I got someone on my TV that's not my favorite superstar, and I'll tell you who his name is.
Hey Mongoloid.
His name is.
Hey Mongoloid. Hey Mongoloid. Hey Mongoloid.
Are you a bot? Just wondering. How many times you're gonna say Marple Boyd? Are you a bot? I mean, I'm just wondering. Just a question. 4, 5, 6 times. What's that even mean? Wow, man. Carmella laughs, and you all notice that Carmella laughs and poses before leaving. If that doesn't tell you that they are beginning this Carmella and Sasha Banks feud, I don't know what else to tell you, man. All right. So they said Kevin Owens is backstage with Jay Uso, Jay Uso at catering. And you know I was live with my WWE Smackdown live stream, right? I gave y'all an opportunity to chat, and nobody said nothing. Anyways, he makes a little joke that Jay doesn't take well. Jay asks if he's making fun, and Owens said no. So they're partners at Survivor Series, and he wants to make sure they're on the same page. He tells Jay to switch to whatever he said. So anyway, still to come, Otis versus Rollins. Yes, Owens versus Rollins happened last night on SmackDown. Even Rey Mysterio versus King Corbin took place on last night's SmackDown. They were both qualifying Survivor Series matches. So we see a video package. We see a video package of Roman Reigns and Jey Uso from last week. Kayla Braxton interviews Jey Uso backstage. Jay says, Daniel Bryan isn't blood. Family is forever. Kayla says that only applies if Jay listens to Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman appears and says Roman didn't authorize this interview. Kayla says it seems Heyman has somewhat of a he has a higher position in the family that Roman. Jay says she's thrown shade, and Heyman tells him not to keep Roman waiting. So basically, we've seen in the episode of SmackDown last night, we've seen that it's almost like Roman Reigns is bossing Paul Heyman and Jey Uso around. It's almost like he's telling them what to do. Have y'all noticed that, kind of, out of Roman Reigns? I guess that's why he calls himself the Tribal Chief, because he wants to take control of SmackDown. I mean, if that doesn't make sense, I don't know what else to make it make sense. Rey Mysterio is on the phone backstage when Dommik appears and says he needs to get ready for his match. Rey says he knows, but he's trying to get in touch with Aaliyah. So then Dommik laughs and King Corbin attacks Rey. They said the match was after a commercial break. Man, oh man. Folks, Rey Mysterio versus King Corbin was one of the most boringest matches on the show, man. One of the most terriblest matches on the show. I mean, you're gonna put a little man against a big man? Really? Are you fucking serious? Rey Mysterio could barely do damage to King Corbin, man. He could barely do anything to King Corbin. Because of how big King Corbin is. I mean, I think it was absolutely atrocious to just put Rey Mysterio in a match against a big man. But you know WWE doesn't care. They just randomly put superstars in these qualifying matches. That's what they did with Raw. With somebody Raw talent. Goes to show how Bruce and Vince McMahon's creative thinking and creative booking is. Goes to show how terrible both Vince McMahon and Bruce is with their creative thinking and booking. I guess I'm hoping you all are starting to see that. I hope. I really hope you all are starting to actually see that. Because that's something you all need to be figuring out. That's something you all need to realize. Bruce has a reason to be fired, folks. A lot of reasons. I mean, JD has explained on his podcast why Bruce needs to be fired. I mean, seriously. There's two. One, their creative thinking, and two, their creative bookings are terrible. I mean, that should tell you right there why they need to get fired. And they've wasted talent on TV. Not to mention, I've said this on my reviews over and over, and I'm saying it again. Not to mention, they killed 5 NXT talents on the Monday Night Raw roster, which they all were Retribution. And not to mention, they completely wasted Matt Riddle and Keith Lee, the limitless ones. Oh, excuse me. Actually, we should just say the limited one for the time being. Limited Keith Lee. He's only had one win. Y'all know that, right? But anyways, this ain't Monday Night Raw. This is SmackDown. I don't even want to talk about Raw because the show sucked this Monday night. I don't even want to talk about it. I talked about it on my review already this Monday on my Monday Night Raw review. Guarantee you next Monday's Monday Night Raw is going to be worse than last Monday's Monday Night Raw. I guarantee it. It's going to be worse. So anyways, we got Rey Mysterio versus Baron Corbin. King Corbin. And you know what I like to call him, right? Come on, somebody comment in the chat what I call him. You know it. You know what I call him. You all know what I be calling him. And it's fucking true. You know what? I'll make it better. I'll say it myself. WWE's typical fucking garbage. Because that's who he is. As far as his character and what he does in the ring. Man, I'm so happy. I'm, you know what? I can't get off the fact that Sasha Banks is SmackDown Women's Champion, man. I'm so happy for her. And I'm so happy that she finally had her first title defense on the main roster. It shouldn't have to take this long for someone to get their first title defense. Really? It should have never took them this long to put the title on Sasha Banks. Really? It's like, my God, man. Is WWE mentally slow? I mean, really? So, anyways, the bell rings and Corbin hits a spine buster right off the bat. Corbin beats Ray in the corner before throwing him out of the ring. Corbin goes after Ray and lays into him with a fist before running headlong into the steel steps after Ray moved. So Mysterio kicks Corbin and puts him back in the ring, which goes to show you, man, this match was fucking god awful. Just goes to show you how awful the beginning of this match was. Hell, you might as well say the whole match was fucking terrible. For that matter. Ray hits the ropes, but runs right into a back elbow from Corbin. Ray drops Corbin onto the middle and runs for the 619, but suddenly Seth Rollins' music hits, and the SmackDown savior, Mr. Greater Good, I call him Mr. Greater Clown, because that's what he is, a fucking greater clown. The greater clown. Comes out onto the stage to distract Ray. I feel so fucking bad for Ray, man. And you know what? I'm actually going to explain it at the end of this match. How bad I felt for Ray. Being booked in this match against a big man. Back live, and Ray fights out of the corner and drops Corbin with a big boot. Before attempting a springboard moonsault, but gets caught and slammed. Seth continues to taunt Ray from the stage, and Corbin continues the beatdown in the ring. Dommik walks around and stares at Seth Rollins. So then Corbin hits Ray with repeated back breakers and scores a 2 count. Man, that was the worst back breakers that King Corbin could ever deliver. That was the worst. Worst back breakers ever, man. Mysterio rolls outside and Corbin chases after, beating him at ringside. So back inside, Corbin peppers Ray with a right hand. Corbin takes a bear hug, but Ray bites his forehead, which that was absolutely disgusting. So he bites his forehead to get free and hits a flurry of moves and a seated senton for a 2 count. Ray looks for 619, but Corbin rolls out and hits a cheap shot to Dommik. As if that cheap shot did any good to Dommik, really. So that angers Ray, and he dives over the ropes onto Corbin. Ray puts Corbin inside and checks on Dommik. Then Ray gets back inside and Corbin headbutts him. Ray hits the 619, but Rollins attacks Dommik at ringside and Ray runs out. Mysterio comes out with Murphy, and Ray tells them to leave. He gets back inside and hits Ray with the end of days for the win. Absolutely terrible ending, man. This match was fucking boring and terrible. Fucking terrible, man. This match was absolutely boring. The ending was terrible, man. I didn't like it whatsoever. And I hope you all didn't like it either. I know I didn't. Man, oh man. I don't know how can you have a terrible ending like that. How would you have a terrible ending like that in a match that should have been good? A match that should have been good on this show. It should have been a good qualifying match. But this instead was a boring qualifying match. Yeah, I really don't understand their creative, man. I don't understand WWE and their creative, man. Their bookings and shit, man. It just... It's the worst I've ever seen on these shows. Really. Something's got to change, man. Vince has got to step down in office. He's got to get fired. Something's got to change, man. Something's got to change with the creative team and the management and the fucking writers, man. Something's got to fucking change, man. I think Triple H needs to either be the next chairman or the executive director of both Raw and SmackDown. And NXT. Triple H needs to be chairman or executive director. One of them. My God. I wouldn't even mind him being both. Shit, man. That's how fucking bad Vince, Bruce, and the WWE creative team and management are, man. With their writing and shit. With their bookings and their creative thinking. My God, man. We need Triple H. We need Triple H. We need Triple H. That's what y'all need to be doing, cheering. Saying we need Triple H. We really do. Seriously. I can imagine people saying in the election, some of the people that are not fans of Bruce and Vince McMahon and what they have done to these shows. I'd be surprised they say we need Triple H. They probably had the flags up. We need Triple H as executive or chairman. Oh, man. My God. Do you know how funny that would be? People holding their flags up and the flag says, we need Triple H as executive, as the new executive director or new chairman. Could you imagine that, man? I mean, that would be really fucking funny, dude. That would be real and hilarious. In a serious way. Though. In a very, very serious way. In a very important way, because Vince McMahon and Bruce really do both need to get fired in real life. Seriously. My God. Please don't get me started on them. Folks, the Rey Mysterio and Corbin match absolutely killed the fucking entire vibe of the show. That's the point I'm trying to make here. That's the point I am trying to make. This entire vibe killed the show, man. The match. It killed it, man. It killed the entire vibe of the show, man. The show was going fine. Until we got this. Until we got King Corbin on our fucking TVs. Just ruining everything. As if Bruce and Vince McMahon doesn't, as if Bruce Vince McMahon even cares. Can't get myself correct here. Does it make sense what I'm saying, folks? You get what I'm saying? I hope you do get it. So we got Corbin advancing to Team SmackDown alongside Kevin Owens and Jey Uso for the Survivor Series. Yay, woohoo, who fucking cares? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? Really? King Corbin has the worst fucking character in the entire WWE. Seriously. Get this guy off my TV. Absolutely terrible. I seen him on my TV. Seriously. This match was the definition of boring. Even worse, we got Natalya versus Celine. I mean, even though Natalya doesn't deserve to be on the Survivor Series team, but I think next Friday Night SmackDown, it makes more sense to add Natalya to the SmackDown team, given they've only got 10 female superstars on that fucking roster. Man, and I gotta tell you, man, these Monday Night Raw and SmackDown rosters still look absolutely terrible, man. They need to fucking fix these rosters. Seriously. Seriously, man. They really need to fix these fucking rosters. These rosters look embarrassing, man. And I bet some of these people are fucking still laughing at the Monday Night Raw and SmackDown rosters, man, and how they look. And speaking of the triple threat match between Natalya, Riott, and Zelina Vega, never mind that. Speaking of the women's division, man, my God, man, two people agreed when I posted a question on a poll saying the WWE NXT Women's Division is way better than the SmackDown, than the AEW Smackdown and Raw Women's Division. Two people voted on the poll and said they agree. My God, if that doesn't tell you how fucking bad the Raw, SmackDown, and AEW Women's Divisions are, man, I don't know what else to tell you. These divisions have been absolutely a disaster, these divisions, man. NXT division is doing much more better than the Raw, SmackDown, AEW Women's Division. It is absolutely sad. It really is. Some of you that are watching have absolutely got to agree with me on this, man. Absolutely sad. Really. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Raw, SmackDown, and AEW Women's Divisions, man. I really do. It's some of these writers, man. Some of these writers. It's these writers. It's creative, man. They're not doing shit right on these shows, man. They're not. And I just talked about how terrible, I just talked about on Twitter about maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, how terrible Bruce and Vince McMahon's creative thinking and writing is. Just said that. Tweeted about that 2 weeks ago. My God, man. Now you see why I said the middle of this show last night was fucking terrible. Because this match was obviously one of the reasons. King Corbin was another reason why this show was terrible. He was on our TV. Anyways, I'm moving on, man. I don't even want to see this match on my TV screen no more. I don't even want to see it. Get it out. I told myself to get it off TV. Get it off the screen. That's what I did. Oh, God. And the worst on this show, man. Things just got worse and worse and worse on this show. More people that I'm not fans of just kept appearing on SmackDown last night, man. Look, I am not being a crybaby, but I'm just telling it like it is, man. Seriously. When you feel like telling the truth on something you see that you don't like on a superstar you not a fan of, you're gonna tell it anyway, so people can know. That's the case for me. I had to. When I see a superstar that I don't like, I have to call him out. I call it like I see it. Period. Simple as that. Alright, so here's what happened to this triple threat qualifying match. Women's qualifying match, should I say. I mean, a qualifying match is a qualifying match. I don't think it matters to me. But the match gets underway and they trade pin attempts and grabbles. Natalya gets kicked outside but drags Zelina out. It would be nice if Alexa was on SmackDown and not on Raw. Be nice if the Fiend was on SmackDown too. That would have been nice, because I wanted to see more of them on my TV. Now we're seeing them on Monday Night Raw. The most fucking terriblest, baddest, fucking worst Monday Night Raw brands of 2020. Where it has one of the worst Monday Night Raw shows of 2020, of course. Man, Fiend's doing so good with his character, man. I really wish to see him on my TV. Really do. Even The Fiend was one of the best things going on SmackDown when they had him on SmackDown before driving him to Raw. My God, I don't even understand why they are involving him in this. Oh well, you know what? He's feuding Randy Orton. I'm thinking they were involving him in yet another Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton feud that I thought we were getting. I was hoping not. Thank God we're not getting that. Holy shit, man. But now Drew McIntyre is seemingly involved with this Wyatt and Randy Orton feud. I don't know why they are putting him involved. It's too late now. He needs to move on. He lost the title fair and square. It is what it is. My God, man. It's like every time a superstar loses a title, they give them yet another opportunity. Why? For what? They've done nothing to get another opportunity, you know? See, it's the case for Carmella. She's done nothing to get an opportunity. If you were to put Carmella in a few matches for her to win, put her in a few squash matches, yeah, okay. Then I'll consider the fact that Carmella deserves another title, another SmackDown Women's title opportunity. But if you're going to just have her attack Sasha Banks from behind and not put her in matches for her to win, for her to be ready to feud with Sasha Banks and get another SmackDown Women's title opportunity, then, you know, what the hell? You know? But anyways, Natalya takes the fight to Ruby and gets her in a surfboard stretch. Vega slides in and tries to pin Natalya under the surfboard, but she kicks out. Zelina attempts a Hurricane Rock, but Natalya throws her off. Ruby attempts a senton to Zelina, but nobody's home. So we got Natty applying a sharpshooter to Ruby Riott, but Vega, sound like I said Nani, anyways. Vega kicks her off, and out of the ring, Ruby then rolls out, and Natalya comes back to roll her up for 2. So then Natalya applies a sharpshooter again, but only this time to Zelina Vega, and she crawls to the bottom rope. Then Natty drags her back in and reapplies it, but Ruby slides in and applies a crossface to Zelina. Natty lets it go, and Vega taps to Ruby. My God, finally Ruby Riott is getting a win on the main roster. About fucking time. How long has she not gotten any fucking wins, dude? As a singles competitor. Finally, as a singles competitor, she gets a win. Ooh, I read her for Ruby Riott to win than Natalya. Then again, I read her for either Zelina Vega or Ruby Riott to win over Natalya. I mean, I'm telling the truth here, folks. I mean, you can tell when I was live streaming, watching SmackDown. You could tell I was chatting with you guys while watching SmackDown. I mean, you could tell I was watching the show. I mean, I know what happened. Anyhow, this match was great for Ruby Riott to win this match, man. This was a great match for her. It wasn't a great match for Natalya. It was sort of a good match for Zelina Vega. I was rooting for either Zelina Vega or Ruby Riott to win this match. And we got our winner, which was Ruby Riott, the leader of the Ruby Riott squad. Or should I say Wyatt Squad? Man, I tell you one thing. I don't know about you all, but I'm ready for Call of Duty Cold War to come out so I can play multiplayer on that game, man. I'm desperately trying to save up money to get that game. I am, seriously. I played the Call of Duty Cold War beta streaming live on YouTube. I still got the videos of me live streaming playing that game. Man, I got my ass fucking whooped. My God. Got my ass killed and whooped. You can still pre-order it, folks, on PlayStation Network, I believe. At the PlayStation Store, yeah. You can still order it at PlayStation Store. Not Network, excuse me. Getting shit mixed up. Sound like I always get shit mixed up. So anyways, we got Biggie backstage beating a stagehand in a board game. So we got the Street Profits appearing and trying to better E up. So he dishes some advice on his teammates for Survivor Series. He tells them to lie down so Woods and Kofi don't beat on them too bad. And all three of them laugh like crazy. Billie Kay appears and tries to jump in on the laughing. She hands them a CV and asks if they need some dirt on Raw. She has it. My God, that's another reason why I wanted to pick up my remote and change the channel. That's another reason why I thought this viewership was going to go down, because Billie Kay was on our TV. I tell you, man, these video packages on all three brands, man, they've been pretty good lately. These magnets. It's been better than some of these boring matches we've been seeing on these shows every week. So, we got Otis versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, you know, the Messiah. He once used to be the Beast Slayer, the King Slayer, the Architect. Any name you want to call him, man. And, of course, that's the guy that claims he's for the greater good. To me, he's nothing more like the greater garbage. Or greater clown, should I say. He's always criticizing fans, saying they're complaining and they're not being glad. They're not being glad and that, this and that, and whatever. Man, fuck Seth Rollins, man, dude. He's gonna say anything to piss anybody off on Twitter, man. He says anything to piss a podcaster off. Or to piss fans off. Don't even listen to Seth Rollins, man. What that man says on Twitter, man, has nothing to do with how good you and your life is, folks. It has nothing to do with what you want WWE to book on these shows. It's almost like he wants y'all to be grateful for what WWE does. And how can we be grateful when we got Bruce as executive director and Vince as chairman? Tell me that, you fucking Seth clown. Tell me that one. How can we be grateful when we got Bruce writing Raw and SmackDown terribly every fucking week? Why don't you answer that question too, Seth? Oh, and tell me why I still see Vince McMahon as chairman, why he has yet to be fired. Why has Bruce have yet to be fired? That's why I said this before, and I'm saying it again. These fans need to sign a petition. They need to sign a petition I can't talk right this afternoon, man, because I think I'm feeling tired again. I don't know why I've been feeling like this, but anyways. WWE fans need to sign a petition to get Bruce and Vince fired. That's the only way they're going to get them fired, man. Sign a petition. That's what they did with Velveteen Dream. That's what they did with, who else they did it with? They did it with a few other superstars, too. I just don't remember who they did it to, or who they signed a petition for to get fired. I don't remember. But I need to sign one to get these both guys fired, because I am tired of repeatedly watching all of this garbage we get every week, man. Seriously. There's got to be better shows than what we're getting. See, look at that. I'm already feeling like I'm about to fall asleep again. It's so bad. I can't even talk right. I sound so much like a robot that it's like, I sound so much like a robot that it's like, I should just end my review and go to sleep again. That's how I feel. I mean, autism syndrome has a lot to do with people stuttering and, repeating themselves. I have a problem with repeating myself sometimes, because people act like they can't hear me. I can't help when I have to repeat myself and people can't hear me. They don't listen. They ignore me. They do that for a number of reasons. For one, they do it on purpose just to intimidate me and to piss me off. Or two, they just don't care about me and my channel. Fuck those people who don't care about me and my channel. Fuck those people who has unsubscribed to my channel. Fuck them. Don't even worry about them, folks. I will do much better without them. I really would. Seriously. And it's not even worth following them on Twitter or subscribing to their channel. Their channels are probably terrible. I'm probably doing more than them. Anyway. Who needs these mean trolls and bots on YouTube? Really? Alright, so Otis versus Seth Rollins. We see the Mysterio family watching backstage as the match gets underway. So Seth attacks Otis and beats him down with axe handles to the back. So then Otis blocks an Irish whip and fires Seth into the buckles. Deadlifts and slams him. Seth rolls out to regroup, but Murphy comes out, or actually Murphy comes onto the stage and Seth gets back into the ring. See, remember when I said I was feeling weird earlier? See, now I'm starting to feel like that again. I'm starting to feel strange again. Like I need to take a nap or something. Now you see why I didn't do my review last night. Now you see why I didn't go live for my review. Otis drops Rollins with a punch, then slams him into the buckles. Rollins runs at Otis but gets thrown over the ropes and lands in front of Murphy. I'm just getting bored reading all this. I really am. The distraction allows Otis to hit a running tackle at ringside. Back in the ring, Seth attacks Otis, but the big man gets fired up, shakes it off, and headbutts him. And I'm getting so impatient. I'm about ready to end this quickly. Already. Anyways, Otis hits a flapjack and tosses Seth onto the buckles and hits a spinning body slam. Otis runs at Seth but eats a boot. Then Rollins dives at him but gets caught and slammed. Otis hits a splash in the corner and looks to hit the caterpillar, and Murphy gets in the apron and strikes him, allowing Seth to kick him and hit the stomp for the win. So Ray and Dommik look angry backstage, and Leah's confused as it seems Murphy just helped Seth qualify for Survivor Series. So after a commercial break, Seth catches up with Murphy backstage and asks him if he saw what he thinks he saw. Murphy points at Seth Rollins and says Messiah. Then at himself, disciple. Seth is aesthetic and says he knows he would see the light eventually. Aaliyah runs up and shoves Murphy over and over, yelling at him. Murphy stops her and tells her to trust him. And it's all for the greater good. Man, I feel like I'm fucking high. I really do. Especially when I'm feeling like this. I hate when I feel like I'm high. Earlier today, Michelle. I said Michelle. Oh my god, that's how you know I need to take a nap. I said Michelle. Michael Cole sat down to talk with the freak Lars Sullivan, who isn't wearing a shirt. Lars says he hates bullies. He's been bullied his entire life for his appearance and how he talks. Should have never went live with my SmackDown review. I should have just said I'm going live for my SmackDown review next Friday instead of this Friday. Because look at how I'm talking. I feel like it's almost as if I'm talking in my nap. He's been bullied his entire life for his absence, how he talks. And those bullies used to push him around. They still of himself. He gained 50 lbms of muscle. I guess 50 pounds of muscle, I'm guessing. Guessing that's what this is saying. I never thought this man would grow a 15-pound muscle, really. Hmm. 50-pound muscle. Really now. Lars Sullivan, don't get too ahead of yourself, just saying. So the bullying stopped when he gained 50 pounds of muscle. It didn't because he became the bully. And that was fun. He learned he could bully whoever he wanted and make them do whatever he wanted. He loves to bully. Okay. It's almost like WWE wants us to fucking care about this. I mean, really, should we? I don't think so. So we got Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso. Finally, we're at the main event. My God. I'd be glad when I end this fucking review so I can feed my dog, let her outside, let her back in, and get right into bed and take me a fucking 20 or 30 minute nap, man. I feel tired. I feel sleepy. Like, my eyes are... Oh. It's not even dark yet, and I feel like taking me a nap already. Or that, or I'm just feeling fucking lazy from yesterday, saying that I didn't feel like doing my review that night. That's how I'm feeling. You can tell by the way I'm talking and stopping, talking and stopping. Oh my God, I feel high, man. I hate feeling like that. I feel like I'm fucking high. Back, commercial break. So we got Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens. So here's what went on with this match last night on SmackDown. The bell rang and they lock up. Jey shoots him off, but Owens drops him with his shoulder, trying to take it easy with my throat because there's something in my throat that's hitting me. I don't know what's going on with my throat. Throat feels a little bit hurting, but not much. Roman is shown watching with Heyman backstage. Jey starts firing back and knocks wins. Wins. He knocks wins. I'm just joking, seriously. He knocks Owens from the ring. Jey looks to hit a suicide dive, but Owens catches him and slams him into the barricade. This match was getting really good so far. It was getting really interesting. I really enjoyed this match. I enjoyed this match and the Sasha Banks versus Bayley match. The rest of the matches I enjoyed on the show. The rest of the stuff on the show was fucking terrible. Anyways. Owens goes to the apron and hits a frog splash as they hit the commercial break. Owens, back from commercial, Owens drops Jey and heads up to the top rope. But out comes Paul Heyman and Owens gets distracted. We know this was going to happen. Oos knocks KO off the top rope to the floor and follows up with a suicide dive. Jey gets Owens back inside and drops him with a super kick. Jey shouts at Owens and unloads right hands on him before applying a chin lock. Owens fights up and blocks a kick to hit a super kick. Owens scrambles to the corner and Jey attempts a splash, but KO moves and a near fall. Owens avoids a pop-up powerbomb and hits a kick from his own. So he hit a kick of his own, followed by a back suplex neckbreaker. That was a good one for a near fall. Jey goes up top and jumps over Owens, but gets caught with a pop-up powerbomb. Owens goes for the pin, but Jey gets his foot on the bottom rope. Owens lifts Jey and looks for a powerbomb, but Roman Reigns' music hits and Owens is distracted, allowing Jey to hit a blunt. Or blanted. I'm joking, folks. Jey Uso hits a blanted low blow. Seriously, because that's what he did. He did it in a heelish way, because he's a heel. Jey drops Owens and goes up for the Uso splash in the win. After the match, Roman Reigns does come out and centers to meet Jey on the stage. Roman puts a hand on Jey's shoulder and smiles as he stares at Owens and poses with the title. So that was it, folks. The show went off air after that. That's going to do it for your November 6, 2020 review. If you enjoyed this review, hit that thumbs down. If you enjoyed this review, hit the thumbs up. Let me actually rephrase that. Let me rephrase that real quick. If you didn't enjoy the review, if you didn't, then hit the thumbs down. If you did, hit the thumbs up. Be sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to be dropping 2 Ring Wrestling News videos later on. I think when I get up from my nap, that's probably when I'm going to do it. But, folks, you have yourselves a good day, man. I'm getting out of here, man. I'm kind of tired, man. I got to get out of here. You have yourselves a great weekend, though. Seriously. Take your time, This guy is a troll. I know he's a troll. He's a bot, so I'm gonna ignore him. But take your time. Have a good day. See y'all later.